So we've seen this corrective move play out on ALGO over the past couple of weeks. And as you guys know, I have been tracking this wave 4, where in my previous update, I mentioned that we had a WXY structure that was forming, where that Y wave ended up reaching this level here at 24.93 cents. And then we saw this corrective move play out to the upside, where we ended up topping off at 21.11 cents. And then we saw a rejection, which then led to a reversal to the downside, where we ended up reaching this level here. And that then triggered a breaker structure, which then further confirmed that we were bearish. And so, yeah, short term at least, we are looking bearish as things stand. And of course, you can see that the current price of ALGO is trading below both the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA. And we also saw this death cross event take place on Monday, the 28th of July, which is obviously not a good sign. But I'm still tracking a 5-way structure where it looks like we're still within this wave 4. And I will be looking at for that final push to the upside to complete this 5th wave, where that 5th wave has the potential to tap into this region here between 36 cents to 40 cents. But of course, this region will be slightly adjusted given the fact that we're seeing a lower low. And bear in mind that the deeper the wave 4 goes, the higher the wave 5 target goes. So for argument's sake, if we assume that we ended up forming the 4th wave over here, so what you can see is ALGO has the potential to go even higher than this initial target, where we could reach anywhere between 36.75 cents to 42.48 cents. But we need further confirmation that the wave 4 is now complete. I am still looking out for a potential bigger move to the downside, given that I'm now tracking a bigger WXY structure within the 4th wave. And so if I was to draw that in, where this WXY structure will form the W wave, and then where this corrective move to the upside to complete the X wave, followed by a final push to the downside to complete this Y wave. And this Y wave typically retraces anywhere between 1 to 1.226 of the W wave. So if I was to bring in the fib tool, and bring this to you over here. So here you can see that ALGO has the potential to go slightly deeper within this range here between 20.12 cents to 21.59 cents. And of course, that will then complete this WXY structure. And I'll then be looking out for that reversal to the upside, where we can then begin to track the wave 5. And it's worth also noting that it's possible that we ended up completing this 5-wave structure, where this third wave would have topped off at this level here at 31 cents. And then we had the wave 4 that ended up playing out, where it bottomed out at this level, which sits at 26.89 cents. And then we had this 5th wave that could have formed also, where that 5th wave would have topped off at 33.6 cents. And then this double XY structure could form the wave 2 of a bigger 5-wave structure. So if I have to zoom out, this 5-wave structure here could potentially form the wave 1. And then we have a wave 2 that's playing out right now, made up of a double XY structure. And then we'll see a wave 3, 4, and 5 that will play out in the next few weeks. But for now, I'm still tracking this 5-wave structure, where we could potentially be within this wave 4. So if I just remove this and remove this, and one thing that we'll need to be looking out for is for the price of ALGO to not go deeper than this level here. So if I go on the 5-hour chart, and if I zoom in, so what we need is for ALGO to not breach past this level here. And if it does so, then that would then invalidate this 5-wave structure that I'm currently tracking right now, given that in Elliott Wave Theory, what you can't have is the wave 4 across this level here, which is the wave 1 or the wave 2 origin. If it does so, then again, it's possible that we end up completing that 5-wave structure like so, and this could then be the wave 2 that's playing out. But again, for now, I'm still tracking this 5-wave structure where we could potentially be within the wave 4. And with that being said, you can see that we are within the oversold conditions. And so I will be looking out for the bulls to regain control of the market. And the 50 MA is also on the brink of crossing the 200 DMA. And so if we continue to see that move to the downside, which is looking likely at this point, then we could see a death cross event take place, which would then further confirm that we've been on this bearish trend over the past couple of weeks. And if I go on the 8-hour chart, again, what you can see is we are within the oversold conditions. Right now, we are looking slightly healthy, given the fact that we are finding support at the 200 DMA. So if we were to see that bounce to the upside, where we then potentially even breach past this level here at 21.1 cents, then it's possible that we ended up completing this WXY structure. And the next key target would then be this local top at 33.6 cents. And if we were to breach that level, then that would then further confirm that this corrective move is now formed and we are within that fifth wave. But again, I'm still looking at for that further push to the downside where we then tap into this region. Then I'm looking out for that reversal where we then tap into this range here. And if I go to daily chart again, we are within oversold conditions and we are still hovering over the 200 EMA. As things stand, we did find support at that 200 EMA also, but then we got rejected at the 50 EMA. And so, yeah, as things stand, we still need further confirmation that this corrective move is now complete. And I'll be looking at for that reversal. And as you can see on the macro level, I'm looking at for this 5-way structure to form the wave 1. And then we'll see the wave 2 play out over the next couple of months, followed by a wave 3 and 4 and 5, where that 5th wave has the potential to tap into this range here in the mid to long term. But of course, that's something I'm going to be tracking and I'll keep you guys updated. And so, yeah, that's a smart update on ALGO. Hopefully you found it useful, and if you did, then feel free to hit that like button, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, people. Peace.